rz22g on LPP Central Kratos 4. Going to try to do a quick tutorial here on making tank treads. Now this varies based on if you already have a tank built and you're adding treads, or if you're going to build the tank around your treads. So first thing I do is select a material. I use the brown rusty metal circle tool. You can try different shapes. This is just a tutorial to give you an idea. Okay, don't work too large, too small. Don't make the material so small it deforms. You want to hold a good shape. Click and hold and make a little capsule shape. Okay, then we'll copy this piece and we'll shift over and stagger the two pieces. Now right here I have the end at the halfway point of this piece I just copied. But you want to go farther than that so that when you start locking these pieces together, you have a gap between the end of each one. So this shape right here, you want to be just about a circle. Okay, now move it back one plane, paste it. Now select your front piece and glue. And there's the first piece of your tread. Now from here on, you're just going to copy, shift it down, and leave your gap, paste, and then you'll get a bolt, and you'll bolt these two together. Okay, now you'll continue the same way, copying, shifting down, try to keep the same gap, paste, and then bolt. Okay, now that's the base for your tread. Keep doing that until you have the length you want. Now I've already got one down here. This is not the same exact design. It has one extra bolt for each tread, so ignore that. Instead of gluing these together, I staggered them and bolted them together. But gluing them together saves you bolts. You use half the bolts. So now you'll end up with this. And of course it selects as one piece so it remains stiff. So use your wheels that you're going to have for your tank and pause it, deselect everything, and now you have your wheel, one of your wheels inside your tread. Lift it up and you're going to leave some slack laying on the floor. This part gets kind of tricky. Copy that. Wheel, reduce the size, and then paste it into place, and you'll kind of push these out a little bit. Okay, we'll copy this one, paste it, and we'll push this out a little bit. Now we're just using this just for placeholders. Now what you want to do is flip these over, because you want the ends of these treads to come in and meet. Okay, I got lucky on that one and got it. You can reduce these in size. Get down in here and flip that end over. Okay, so we have that first part. I'll leave this here just to make sure that doesn't move. And then what you'll do is okay, leave that there. I'll copy it, paste it, select it, and we'll push that back over. I have to move this up out of the way. Okay, we're getting really close to having these together. But what you'll do, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next step. You're going to move these together, and then you'll set your gap on the what I call the master length. That's where you end up connecting these treads together. But you'll set your gap at the master length to where it matches the other gaps, and then you'll go in and you'll put a bolt on the master link. And then your treads will be together. You can delete the placeholders, but leave your wheels in place. And I've already got that going over here. Okay, now here I have the treads hanging from a piece of dark matter. That was just to hold it in place. So what you can do is pause and delete the dark matter. Select your top wheel and unpause it. Okay, now you have your treads hanging in place. Might be swaying a little bit, but that's okay. Come down and select your bottom wheel and adjust it to where it's about straight down from the upper wheel. If it's not perfect, it don't matter. You don't want to pull down on it too hard because you can stretch and break the treads, but you could just undo. Now, to hold these together, just come in and get you you'll make you a thin plate to mount the wheels to. And what you do is start smaller diameter than your wheel, but right in the center, drag straight down to where your center of the other wheel. And you can see I'm off a little bit here, but all you have to do is adjust this and rotate it so they're centered on both wheels. Okay, now you'll copy this piece, shift it back to the very back of your tank treads and paste it, and then delete the front piece. And now you have a plate to mount your motors to. And I'll just do that real quick. I have a two-piece wheel, so the front piece of my two-piece wheel is hollowed out so I can mount the motor. And there's the base for your tank. Now, of course, you'll have to go in and build your rollers and to get rid of this slack. The slack on these treads is about right. If you want to tighten it up, you can select that back plate so the treads will hang free. But when they shake like this, the tension is just about right. You get too tight and they'll shake a lot on your level. You don't want them to do that. But if you do want to tighten them up, you can shake this around a little bit and then enlarge the wheels and the base inside the treads. It takes a little doing, but you move them around enough and keep enlarging, and it will gradually tighten the treads up. Okay, they're a little bit tighter already. But anyway, I hope the tutorial helped out. It should get you going, and later on I'll get a tutorial up on building the rest of the tank.